Hi babes, welcome to this tutorial. So today we're going to be doing this soft glam makeup look for dark skin. This look is so stunning, like I am absolutely in love. So we're starting off first off with clean, moisturized and hydrated skin, because your skin prep is very important. Good makeup starts from a good base or good skin. So first of all, taking a primer, you can use any primer of your choice. I like to use a mattifying primer because I have oily skin. If you have dry skin, you can use a hydrating primer, but for oily skin, use a mattifying primer. This is a Rimmel long lasting stay matte primer. Put this all over my face, especially on places where I get oily the most, which is my T-zone area. Then I'm taking my foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade 370. I'm going to apply this all over my face. I like to start off with my base most of the time. Like I barely do eyes first. I barely do eyes first, only on very special occasions, I guess. So I'm just blending in my foundation with a brush. I really like using a kabuki blending brush for my foundation because it gives me fuller coverage. I'm taking my time to make sure that the foundation is properly blended into every part of my skin. I don't want patchiness or all that, so take your time to blend that shit in. Okay, next we're going to move on to highlighting. I'm using this concealer from Nuban Beauty. This one is like 3 shades lighter than my actual skin tone, and I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes to highlight my face, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin and my upper lip. I also like to do this little flicks at the sides of my eyes to give my face a lift. Basically, I saw this trend on TikTok and I've been doing it ever since then, and I really like it. So I'm going over my concealer with my foundation brush first to just blend these places, which is my chin, my forehead and my upper lip. Then I'm going to use my sponge now to blend my nose and these other smaller areas. I like to really take my time to blend my concealer so it doesn't lift or it doesn't become patchy. Now listen, if you're blending your concealer and you notice patchiness, it's either your sponge is too wet or it's too dry or you're using too much pressure. So I like to really be light-handed on blending my concealer. I don't press too much, and I think I put a little bit too much of concealer, but that's fine because I want a really bright under eye. Like I like a super bright under eye, so I don't mind using a concealer that is too light or a concealer that I feel is too much. So yeah, I'm just blending the concealer. You can see I've taken my time to really blend. This is what it's looking like. I'm also going over with my foundation brush again to blend the edges properly because I'm not doing cream contour, so I like to really make sure my concealer is blended very well into my foundation and there are no harsh lines. I don't like harsh lines. I'm going to set my face now with this RCMA loose setting powder. This is my favorite setting powder because it is so lightweight. Like I just take some on my sponge, dust the excess on the back of my hands and just press this into my skin. So I look up to make sure there are no creases underneath my eyes, and then I set. I go in very lightly. Like I'm very light-handed when it comes to my under eye. I don't like to press too much or use too much product so it doesn't look cakey. Just going over it a couple more times, making sure to always dust off the excess powder from the sponge so I don't put too much powder at once. And the good thing about this loose setting powder is that even if you use too much, it doesn't really get cakey. That's what I like about this powder. It's very lightweight. So now I'm taking this palette. This is actually an eyeshadow palette, but I like to use this for my face. So I'm just taking this brown shade here. This is the point where you use your bronzer or your contour powder or whatever. I like to use this palette for my contour. So you can see I just contoured my cheekbones, then I'm going to contour my nose. Like I really went in with my nose contour. Try to use a flat brush if you're having issues with your nose contour. Use a flat brush to contour your nose and to come out perfectly. Then I'm taking my skin tone setting powder or face powder basically, and I'm going to set my whole face. I'm also going over my contour. I'm setting my forehead because I want my foundation to stay in place. I also went over my nose contour a little bit to soften any harsh lines. I did my brows off camera. I have a brow tutorial coming for you guys real soon, so pardon me. But yeah, I'm putting some concealer onto my eyelid now. This is going to serve as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm just blending the concealer in with a blending brush properly. Then I'm taking this same face palette or eyeshadow palette basically. It's from Zikel Cosmetics, by the way. I'm going to start now on my eyeshadow by taking this very dark brown shade, the same shade I used to contour my face, and I'm going to apply this in the outer corner of my eyes with a fluffy brush and bring this in a little bit. I'm not bringing it into the my main lid or my main crease. I'm just putting this on the outer side of my eye. Then I'm going to take this light milky creamy shade, what am I saying, and I'm going to pat this all over my eyelids. Can you see how beautiful this looks? Like, this is such a beautiful combo. I'm also using that light color to set my brow bone area, to set a concealer there, and just make sure everything ties together. Then I'm taking a clean fluffy blending brush and I'm going to just blend everything together, make sure everything is looking well blended. So I'm taking this angled brush now. This is a small flat angled brush, and I'm going to take the black shade there and I'm going to use this as a liner. So I'm not using like gel liner or liquid liner or anything. I'm using eyeshadow to form my liner. Can you see how clean this looks? Like, this is so pretty. So if you're having issues, if you're struggling with eyeliner, you don't know how to use liquid liner, just use an eyeshadow and a flat brush, and yep, you get a clean wing without the hassle. So I'm applying my lashes now. This is always such a hassle for me, you guys. Like, applying my lashes is like my least favorite part of makeup. And now that the lashes are on, we're going to move on to blush. So I'm mixing a pink and very light orange shade together to give me the perfect blush color that I like. I like to look warm, so you know, I really go in with blush. I go heavy with my blush, and I'm going to take the gold shade on this palette and use this as a little highlight. I don't like to really do too much with my highlights, so I don't use too much highlights. I just highlight the middle of my face basically. I'm taking some black gel liner now, and I'm going to put this on my waterline. You can use a black pencil for this step, but I don't have a black pencil, so I just use a black gel liner to put on my bottom lashes and also extend inside to, you know, make my eyes pop a little bit more. I'm taking that very bright shade as well. I'm putting that on my inner corner to make my eyes open up a little bit more. Then we're going to put some mascara on our bottom lashes to, you know, complete the whole eye look. I'm taking some concealer now, and this is going to be my lip color for today. So I'm just going to pat this all over my lips. I'm teaching you guys a new trick now, so watch properly and don't say I didn't do nothing for you. So I'm just going to take the concealer now and pat this all over my lip. This is going to be like my nude lip color. Then I'm taking these two glosses from Zikel Cosmetics. If you watch my videos, you see me use this like 1,001 times. I'm using the brown one to outline. You can see it's already giving like a very nice ombre color that I really love. So I'm just outlining the top and bottom lips and blending it in also. Then I'm taking the other color. This is like a nudish orange. Like, this gloss has a little bit of orange hint in it, which I really like. I'm just applying this all over my lips and blending it in. Like, oh my gosh, look at the combo, flawless. Because I'm extra, I'm going to take some more setting powder and a powder puff, and I'm going to use to set my under eye to, you know, make my under eyes just look very fresh and flawless, and you know, and this is the finished look, you guys. Fam, can you see this? Like, I look so good. Like, it's giving Beyonce with this blonde braids. Like, I was going to wedding hair, so you can tell like I was really feeling myself with this hair, the makeup, everything just looked really good. And look at my skin, my melanin, my skin is glowing. Can you see? Just look at my shoulders, look at my shoulders, look at my arms. I am literally glowing. You guys, this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, do give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and yep, I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.